Okay, so here we are with the Huawei MatePad 11.5S 2026. This is Tablet-News.com and we're here with the green version of the tablet. It remains pretty skinny and light, but also pretty well built. It's got a matte design, it doesn't draw that many fingerprints, and at the bottom you can see some pins used to attach to the keyboard. You can also see speakers. We got quad speakers, two on each side. Aside from this version, which has a beautiful camera module, we also have a gray one. Now, the screen remains an 11.5 incher with excellent protection from reflections. It's got an ultra clear PaperMate display with a high precision nano level etching in order to reduce the panel glare by up to 50%. To keep it short, it gets rid of reflections even better than the predecessor, and also it gets rid of light interferences. It's ideal for pupils and students, that's what Huawei itself said. You can tweak the colors if you want. It has special eye comfort modes, special ebook modes, and special TUV Rhineland low blue light certification, plus SGS low visual fatigue. Basically, if it's for students, it should protect their eyes because it takes about, 8 hours of classes during a day, so the eyes may get tired. Now, the device you're seeing here weighs 515 grams and measures 6.1 millimeters in thickness. It's quite easy to handle with one hand. As usual, I'm shocked by the fact that the GoPaint application provided by Huawei is available for free. It's basically a Photoshop replacement. It's got 150 brushes. You can output resolutions up to 8K. It's got tutorials. You can paint, draw, and edit with it. You can use layers and what have you. Basically, it's for creativity, for people who actually know what they're doing when they're drawing or taking notes. Speaking of notes, now, there are two note-taking applications on Huawei devices. One of them includes notebooks, and of course, you can use lined papers if you're doing mathematics. You can also take notes. You can also do audio recording in classes. You can do a SWOT analysis. But there's something new here. Huawei Notes is able to recognize equations and also solve them for students. We had that back in the day of the Samsung Galaxy Note 2 or 3, but for some reason Samsung got rid of the feature, even though it's actually very useful. Of course, you can handwrite, but you can also use a stylus. Not just the bundled cheap Huawei pencil, but also the new Pro pencil, which you can squeeze to trigger a certain set of shortcuts. Now, aside from that, you can also press its button at the end. The screen you're seeing here offers you 2.8K resolution and up to 144 Hz. So if you really want gaming, you can actually do it. If I remember correctly, if you go to the Huawei App Gallery application, you now have the Delta Force shooter available, so yeah, the 144 Hz come in pretty handy. Now, I should probably also mention that the device comes with a 8800 mAh battery, which charges at 40 watts. It also has 12 gigs of RAM and probably a Kirin processor. It's useful for multitasking. You can do split screen like this. You can add an extra window and have it float on the screen. It has a special antenna all around the body for a Wi-Fi boost and 4 powerful speakers. Now, aside from that, the price should be around 400 to 500 euros, at least in my region. It's a pretty good looking device in green, also available in grey. It's meant for students and has special eye protection features. It calibrates the colors in the P3 range and supports HDR Vivid. And Huawei App Gallery, the store I'm currently using, has over 200,000 applications, so there's something for everyone. Now, in the resource center in Notes, you can find stickers, book covers, and all sorts of, I would say, standard backgrounds for your note-taking. It runs on Harmony OS, of course, and the battery is quite generous, as I said before, but it's much like the predecessor, which was also pretty solid itself. Now, aside from that, I should mention that you have GoPaint to do your painting and editing. You have Notes to do your note-taking. There's an extra app called Wondershare Filmora. Huawei has a partnership with Wondershare Filmora, and they're using it for, I would say, video editing. You can do video editing on the fly with drag and drop. You can also add effects, and there's even Google VO3 integration in this software. You obviously also have Huawei Books if you plan on doing reading, with a special ebook mode dedicated to it. So at the end of the day, it's quite a useful tablet for students and pupils all over the world, and I find it to be comfy, protective with your eyes, responsive when it comes to the stylus, good for multitasking, and have great expectations from its interaction with the stylus. That's pretty much it. This is the first contact here at Tablet-News.com with the Huawei MatePad 11.5S 2026 in the PaperMate display edition. Keep in mind, it's a ultra clear PaperMate display with a high precision nano level etching, which reduces the glare quite a bit from the predecessors. Okay, hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to see how this price will evolve as time passes. It can even drop below 400 euros if, and knowing the educational system like I do, I'm expecting special price cut for schools who buy this in bulk. This is very likely. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Reduced reflection, improved eye protection, a rather generous battery, and the ability to record audio while you're taking notes. That's it from Tablet-News.com. Goodbye.